Hey guys. Today is just a really chill, kind of different video. I've been hinting at doing this video the last little bit. It's basically this problem I am having with the rating scale of books. And I've been having a lot of feelings. I think a lot of booktubers and stuff are actually really having this issue as well. I don't feel like I'm the only one, but it's just this huge pressure, and I think it's a obvious pressure because the whole point, not the whole point, but for a lot of people, not for me yet, but for a lot of people who are doing booktube and bookstagram, is the point of it is to have publishers send you their books to rate and review. But I think you can still review books without actually giving them a rating. Now, there's a lot of people saying that they're breaking up with Goodreads, and I won't be doing that. I do participate in NetGalley, and you have to post your reviews and ratings onto Goodreads. So I'll still be using Goodreads and giving books ratings and things, but it's not like an accurate thing. And I think after much thought about it, I think I'm going to be stepping away completely, other than Goodreads, from giving books star ratings. I'm just gonna try it out and see how I feel about it for the next little bit. But still, it's almost like, it's one of those things, because when you go to give a book a rating, you think, well, is this a 3, a 4, or is it a 4, 4.5? It's just so specific, and it's how do you know what is what? And it's just I don't know. I just struggle. So for me, what I think I'm gonna start doing is using phrases and words to talk about the books. It's still kind of a 1 through 4, basically, and this could still change. I want to kind of do this and test it out for the next little bit, see how it goes, and I might tweak it into something that makes more sense a little bit later. But right now, what I think it's going to be is, I loved this book, basically a 5-star. A book that I loved, and I want everybody to read it and be on my favorite books of all time. That's the top tier. Some examples: All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood. Love it, along with her other newest book. I love this book. I love this book so much. I tell people about it all the time. Another example for me is Jodi Picoult's Small Great Things. Love this book. This is in my favorite books of all time list. So this is another love. Another is Faking It by Eliza Laurello. I love this book so much. I don't read a ton of romance, but every time I think about this book is when I think about that I want to read more romance. I loved this book. Lastly, How to Walk Away by Katherine Center. This book I went back and forth on, but I'm pretty sure this is a love. I loved this book. It's something that really stuck with me. I've thought about it a lot. It keeps coming into my mind. I think it's a love. So then the next category is just it was fine. See, I'm already sitting here thinking but you could do so many subcategories, and maybe that's just a 4 is it was fine. I liked it. And there's maybe only one thing or something that I didn't like, and that's a 4. And then a 3 is just, well, I liked it. It was fine. But no, I think I'm sticking with, it was fine. I read it. I'll remember it, but I wasn't obsessed with it, couldn't put it down, things like that. So we have loved. It was fine. And then there's not for me. I went with this because originally I was just going to do love, it was fine, and then hated it. But I very rarely hate books. There is one that I read this month that is a hate, and I will be getting rid of it as soon as I get done with it. I hated that book. But yeah, that has hardly ever happened that I'm like, I hate this. I don't even want this on my shelf. I don't want it around me. So then we're just gonna, so like I said, so the next category is not for me. And I have a couple here. That's, again, not for me doesn't come up that often. Most of my books are, it's fine. Like, you'll probably like it. There's probably plenty of people that liked it. I liked it just fine. Not for me, We Come Apart by Sarah Crossan and Brian Conaghan. This is a book that's written in verse. It is the first book I've ever read that was in verse. I didn't know it was in verse when I got it. And I mean, the storyline I feel like is important, and I think people will probably really like this, but it just wasn't for me. I didn't enjoy it very much. And that's fine. It's fine if you don't enjoy a book. That's what I'm trying to come to. Another one that I recently read just a couple months ago is This Is Where the World Ends by Amy Zhang. Not for me. This probably was for me at a time in my reading life, but not anymore. I just wanted it to get over with. I was bored. I didn't care for the characters. Nothing interested me. Couldn't get it over fast enough. That's kind of the not for me. And then, like I said, then there is hate. Hate is a strong word, but there are some books that I'm sure, and maybe I'll change it. Maybe I won't say hate, but this is a no way. Not gonna happen. Like I said, that doesn't happen very often. There's not very many times that I just absolutely hate a book. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And like I said, I'm sure it'll probably change because I've been thinking about this for weeks, but I just wanted to make the video and put it out. So I'll probably be thinking about it, and we'll see how it goes for the next few months when I do my wrap-ups. Like I said, again, going back to the reason of doing this is every time when I do a wrap-up, I can't remember the rating that I gave a book where I'm like, was it a 3? Was it a 4? Was it a 4.5? 3.5? Like, I can't remember. And so on Goodreads, my Instagram, here are my wrap-ups, everywhere the ratings are different. I just want it to be more of a, I can remember if I loved it, I can remember if it was fine, I can remember if I didn't like it. It's basically where we're at. I want a yay, meh, nah. There's a little bit of a differentiation in the meh, like I said, but that will be pretty rare. Most of the time, it's going to be yay, meh, nah. Most of the time, it's mehs, but that's fine. Meh is not a bad thing. Anyways, let me know what you think. Does this make sense? Am I just making it more confusing? How would you do it if you went away from the numbers rating system? Do you rate books? Let's chat. Just tell me the ideas all down there. Okay, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.